Hi there, it's me again. I'm Tufir Yusuf and welcome back to my channel Talented Coder. So today we will be making this simple JS clock, which is one of the projects that I mentioned in the video before among the three projects. So this simple JS clock, I'll show you the introduction of it. Here we go. Wow, it looks so good, right? It's a real clock. So we will be making this. So please let's move on together and let's begin. So guys, before we move on, please make sure to subscribe and leave a comment below saying that I subscribed. I will try my best to reply to your comment as soon as possible. So let's start it. So first of all, as usual, we make a folder, new folder, name it as simple JS clock. Okay, and now open this in your code editor. I have already opened it, and go to files, open folder, simple JS clock, open it. Okay, so now we have opened it. So now over here we create a new file, name it as index.html. Right, so now over here we got the index.html. so now the basic boiler code. So as we did the basic boiler code, and over here we write the title as clock, and in the body we'll have only one element, that is a div. So div and press dot with the ID of clock. There we go, that's all. So that's all in the index.html file, and don't forget to open it in the live server. Open it live server and don't forget to save the file. Okay, here is it. Oh, not in this, we just got it over here. I'll just okay, and now paste the code. There we go, we have got the clock. And now over here, as our indexed HTML file is done, we create our CSS file. So style.css. So now before we move on in the style.css, don't forget to link it. So link CSS. There we go. And now over here, what we are going to do is we are going to put the basic code. Alright, so we start with the body, and in the body margin 0, right, and after that padding 0, yes, and box sizing, oops, sorry guys, box sizing, border box, and font family. Let's go by one. Select one. Let's go with Courier New, and over here I'll just put an element. I'll just type something and let's check it out. How is it? Not so good. So okay guys, just remove this and we'll put a sans serif. Okay, and after that we are going to define this element, that is clock. So go back to CSS file and type hashtag clock. Right now I say, then using these IDs we better use those classes. So for the class, but it's no problem. height is also good, but should not be used much. Okay, so height of 100 VH, that means the viewport height, the whole viewport that you can see, and the width of 100%, and the background color of hashtag 14080E. Let's check it out. Excuse me. Yeah. Yes, it won't come because there's nothing inside the clock, right? Yes, of course. And hit enter. And after that, we have another one, that is the color, text color. That will be hashtag E9EB9E. Wow, that's a bright color. And display flex, we are going to use flex box. And align items center, and justify content center, and the font size 50 pixels, right? And after that, you better make sure, yeah, okay. And after that, yeah, that's all in the style.css file. So now we are heading towards the JavaScript file. Yeah, I know this is not as the last project, that was too long, but this is quite short, a small one, right? So in the body, before we move on, we'll just link it. Link, oops, sorry, not link, it's script source. We'll name it as clock.js, okay, /, no, just write it as clock.js, and create a new file, name it as clock.js. Oops, okay, there we go. And in the clock.js file, we'll be typing the above stuffs. Function clock. So we are going to create a function and we'll name it as clock. Function clock. And over here we are going to write some stuff. That is for the date. First we'll write a date. Let date equals to new date. So now new date is a JavaScript inbuilt JavaScript date this thing. So let's go on. And hours. Oops. And for the hours, we use date dot get hours. So sorry guys, right, so I'll just minimize it, okay. And let minutes, we need the minutes, right? So for the minutes we'll be typing date dot get minutes, okay. And after that you have to do let seconds equals to date dot get seconds, okay. And after that let period equals to AM in the morning. right? And after that, we are going to write the conditions. That is the if statement. Now in the if statement, we'll write the if statement a bit later. No, we write the if statement. So now if hours, the hours are equal to 0. If the hours are equals to 0, hours equals to 12. Now what this means, when the hours in the get hours this thing, that what will it do? When it is 0, the if statement will reassign it as 12, right? And after that we write if hours greater than 12, that means more than 12, we want the above stuff to happen. Hours equals to hours minus 12. So we less 12 so that we get the 12 hour standard time. And the period, if it's above 12 and the period is equal to PM, right? So you get it? So now when it's night, this will return a statement called 0, a value called 0, because in the 24-hour time format, 12 o'clock midnight over here in Sri Lanka, it's midnight. So at midnight it says as 0, right? So in the morning, so when it's after 12, that means over here the normal 12, when it gives out 12, then the hours and the period is 12 PM, right? And so let's move on. And after that, hours equals to hours. I hate these hours, they just go on. Okay, hours equals to, there we go, 0 and dollar and this bracket hours, right? 0 hours and here this is a ternary operator. So what it says, hours equals to, if hours is less than 10, then give away 0 and the hours, right? Or else just give out hours. Simple, right? So that in the clock it looks much better. And the minutes equals to mins less than 10, and actually this is also the same. So what I'll do is just copy it, Ctrl C, Ctrl V, there we go. And over here you just need to change the min and here to mins, right? And after that the seconds equals to Ctrl V again, I'll paste it and I just do it like this and press Ctrl D. Yeah, and over here write seconds, and we did a mistake, we didn't change it over here as mins. Okay, and after that what we have to do is let time equals to ternary operator, the dollar and the bracket HRS hours and this sign and the dollar and the minutes so that it will display us, and the seconds. Okay, and after that we give a space and open it again, and the period, that will say the AM or PM, right? So after that, set interval so it gives some time to it. Clock and 1000 milliseconds, so it's a second. 1000 milliseconds equals to a second. Okay, so from here what we do is we select the element. We select the element by document dot get element by ID, and the ID is clock. Okay, and after that dot inner HTML equals to, oh, not HTML, it's text, equals to time, right? And after that we call this function like this, clock. Okay, let's check out. Nothing is working, right? So what we will be doing is, let's check it out again. Okay, everything's fine. Then let's go in our side. Did we? Yeah, we have done it. Script source equal to clock.js. Okay. Oh, we'll put a dot slash. Okay. Not yet. So I think there's a problem with this thing, that is title clock. Okay, and after that the div with the ID div. Oh, I see, it's not class, it's ID actually. Sorry guys, I think you might have caught that and I didn't. Such a coward am I. Okay, there we go. How beautiful is this? Nice, right? So please like and subscribe, and please make sure to subscribe and leave a comment below saying that I subscribed. I'll try my best to reply to comment as soon as possible. Bye bye.